happening? Just on my way uptown, just about to get a fresh cut, hit the sauna and steam. Starting off version 3.0 of Canon Conversations today. Got a really cool podcast lined up for today that I'm looking forward to getting out in the next couple of weeks, because got a little feeling it's gonna push me into a direction that I've been wanting to go in for a while. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that and the Canon Conversation stuff. That'll be out in a couple of weeks. But just quick thoughts again on the footy at the weekend. FA Cup, obviously. Not too much to say about it. I mean, the Arsenal United game yesterday was obviously probably the highlight of the weekend. Unless you want to include Tamworth taking Spurs to extra time, but Spurs then just the quality shone through, winning 3-0 in the end. Arsenal United was great yesterday with no VAR. It lent to a bit of controversy. There was a bit of bite. I want to say there was some fights. It's not a fight, obviously. Footballers don't fight, but as close as you're going to get to that in football, with folk kind of squaring up to each other and things like that, and just a little bit of nastiness. And to be honest with you, again, unfortunately, it's something Man United have not had for a long time. They typically will crumble against a team that has a bit of bite and wants to dig in and kick you and pinch you and do all that stuff against you. I was really impressed with them. Again, 10 men, how they dug in, how they worked, some of the blocks they were making. Off the top of my head, there's the one where De Ligt clears it off the line, where Trossard just is looking to nick in and tap it in the back of the net, and De Ligt's there. And there's just been so many moments in, God, how many years has it been now, of Man United teams where those little bits haven't been there. And Amorim's first thing he had to do was get that back into the players in the club. Care, run your hardest, be there defensively, get that into their mindset and their mentality. And I hate to say it, but it looks like he's going to do it. Or he's on the right track to doing it. So let's see how they do. This group of players are always, as Roy Keane says, leopards. Don't change their spots. They'll let you down. Let's see if he's the one that can be able to change it. So huge win for them yesterday. David Moyes obviously back to Everton. It's a big news after sacking Sean Dyche. Not too sure how I feel about it. I know a couple of Everton fans, Brian Ingles being one, messaged him about it when it happened, and he seemed pretty happy with it. And his kind of main point was, who else is going to take the job? And I kind of get that, but I don't know. I'm always fearful of someone going back to a team. I don't think it's ever the same. There's probably a few cases where you can prove me wrong on that, I'm sure, but overall, I don't really think it's ever the same. So let's see what happens with that, because they're in trouble. Ipswich have started to get a bit behind their teeth and start to understand how to get some results. So yeah, Moyes is going to have to come in and do something there. I think the most interesting thing at the moment, outside of the games, is City kind of looking to rebuild in January, which, how often does that happen? We always say January is a tough market, and there's been throughout the years the odd good buys that have come in January. From a Liverpool point of view, Coutinho came in January, Daniel Sturridge, Virgil van Dijk. So you can get guys like that are top level in January, but Walker looks like he's going out the door. They're bringing in 3 kind of younger players. I think 2 centre halves and the striker. Was it Mamouche? So yeah, it's really going to be interesting. I think that clever from City and Pep. They obviously know that City team that's dominated clearly is gone and is dipped off, and it's probably not coming back. And obviously things of getting old and age and all those things are a part of it. But I just think sometimes fresh ideas. I think in life we all get comfortable. We don't mean to, and we might not think we are. I mean, I definitely have been in the last 3 months. You kind of just get comfort doing what you do. Nothing really bad happens on a daily basis, but then you're not pushing yourself to have anything really good happen, and that doesn't happen if you don't push yourself to and have a few bad things. So I think there's just an element of that with your Walkers and your De Bruynes and the guys. Gundogan obviously has come back, your Bernardo Silvas, and not saying that they're not going to try or anything like that in training, but we all get comfortable in life, and sometimes you need to step to a new challenge and go somewhere else and have some new ideas. And for Pep, guys that he hasn't worked with yet, they'll be absolutely buzzing to work with him and have that energy back. So it's interesting from City. Keep an eye out on that one and see how quickly they can bed in. Don't know about pushing for the title. They're a bit far behind, but if those boys can come in and they can click and they provide energy, then they could easily push themselves back into that top 2 or 3. Especially now, I mean, Arsenal now lost Jesus. It doesn't look too good. I've not seen anything on Twitter of that today to say what the injury is like, but yeah, they're a bit fucked. They're going to be very blunt without Jesus and Saka, and you can see that yesterday. I mean, they should have scored 2 or 3 against United, and Havertz, I like Havertz, but he's not ruthless in front of goal like that. So I think Arsenal in a little bit of trouble headed into the last half of the season just with the attackers out. So yeah, let's see what it's like. It's all back tomorrow. Big games. Obviously, I'll be tuning into the one at Forest tomorrow night. See how the Reds get on. It's Monday again. Hope everyone has a good week. Let's get after it.